into suspicious fire in Warrnambool. Minister for Mental Health visits Warrnambool but does not speak with local groups. A run from Warrnambool to Terang for a good cause. And in sport, Naranda aims for a 4th District League premiership.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Welcome to Southwest Local News. Fire crews were called to a house fire in Gleeson Court in West Warrnambool yesterday morning. The fire broke out in the roof of a single-storey home and quickly spread. Fire crews were on the scene, restricting the spread of the fire and saving much of the house from damage. There were no injuries as no one was home at the time of the fire. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
It's one of got called to this structure fire at Gleeson Court. Crews on arrival seen smoke issuing from the premises. The crews got to work and contained the fire to the room of origin. But there is severe smoke damage throughout the house and a fire extinction up in the roof space. No one was home at the time, so no one's been injured, and they're just completing overhaul of the fire scene.
Member for South West Coast, Roma Britnell, said the state government has again snubbed the community. Ms Britnell said Minister for Mental Health Ingrid Stitt visited the Southwest last week but did not organise a meeting with the Lookout Committee while in town. Western Victoria MP Jacinta Ermacora's office said the minister did meet with RAD CEO Mark Powell and Chair Helen Taylor. The Lookout project centres on getting an alcohol and drug centre in Warrnambool. For the past decade, the community has lobbied for the facility, with recent figures pointing to a marked rise in overdoses in the southwest, stoking more urgency. The minister has pledged $100,000 for a feasibility study into the Lookout, something Ms Britnell said was unnecessary as this work had already been done.
To have the minister come to the Warrnambool Regional Alcohol and Drug Centre last week and not announce funding for the Lookout Rehabilitation Centre, that we've had a committee working with the government and every department they needed to for the last 10 years to make that project shovel ready 3 years ago and have no announcement of funding was deplorable. To give the community some hope by saying here's $100,000 for a feasibility study was simply stalling tactics.
A group of dedicated community members will head down the Princess Highway from Warrnambool to Terang tomorrow for a good cause. Led by member for Warrnambool and radio personality Matt Stewart, the Run for CJD participants will hit the road to run the journey. The run is to raise funds and awareness for the Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. The run will conclude at the Terang Mortlake versus Portland Hampden League football match in Terang at 1:30 p.m. Members of the public are invited to join the run along the way. Terang Mortlake will wear jumpers with an orange strip, the colour of CJD, in place of its usual red.
Just the amount of awareness that has been generated by what we've done has been extraordinary. We've been able to put much needed funds into CJD research, and the CJD research medical practitioners have been incredibly grateful for what we've been able to do. And so, you know, the fact that we've got the Kanar family, the Stewart family and the Tian family being recognised through this match in raising further awareness for CJD is just fantastic.
A memorial service was held in Warrnambool today for the 2 fallen police officers in Port Punacar. Detective leading Senior Constable Neil Thompson and Senior Constable Vadem D. Wart were killed by a gunman earlier this week. The service was held at the Warrnambool Police Memorial Stone in the grounds at Southwest TAFE. CEO of Southwest TAFE Mark Fidge and Sergeant Jason Bark from Warrnambool Police both addressed the solemn gathering. Moyne Shire councillors have expressed their displeasure in collecting the emergency services levy from ratepayers. Moyne has begun sending out rate notices to its residents, with the levy included in this. The levy payment will be on the same notice as the rates bill, but will be in different font and colour so ratepayers can differentiate the two. Mayor Karen Foster said while councillors did not agree with the levy, it was a legal requirement for council to collect it. She said councillors will continue to lobby against the levy. South West residents are being urged to start their fire preparations early. Vic Emergency is predicting an early start to the fire season, with spring set to be the onset of the danger period. This warning comes after 18 months with low rainfall, which has produced dead plant material and vegetation, the perfect fuel for bushfires. While green growth in paddocks during spring is expected, underlying dryness may still create high-risk conditions. Properties with a farming classification in Corangamite Shire are set to get a welcome reprieve. Corangamite Shire Council has made the decision to pay on a 40% rate rebate to farmers in the municipality. This has come from the just over $5 million set aside for Corangamite in the state government's drought support package. Corangamite is one of 12 councils who will benefit from this relief package. Member for Polworth, Richard Reardon, has questioned the efficiency of the Melbourne to Warrnambool train service. The MP addressed State Parliament this week about his concerns. He said passengers were being regularly forced to sit on the floor or stand for long periods of their journey. Mr Reardon asked when new carriages would be added to the service.
Some 8,000 fewer seats per week now on the train service after having seen this government and the federal government spend more than $450 million on an upgrade. There is no reason why we cannot have the extra 3 train carriages that many occasions leave Spencer Street but are then left in Geelong.
They may be our national animal, but kangaroos continue to rove a menace on our roads. The RACV has recorded over 23,000 claims in the past 4 years related to collisions with kangaroos. Last year was particularly concerning, with the highest ever count of almost 6,000. The average cost of a claim from a run-in with a kangaroo is close to $9,000. Recommendations to avoid collisions with kangaroos include slowing down in high-risk areas, being aware of the upcoming roadsides, and knowing the peak times kangaroos are active, which is dawn and dusk. This week is Scams Awareness Week, which is aimed at helping Australians avoid scams and how to recover if they have been affected. Last year, Australians lost $2.3 billion to scams. Thankfully, Australians are becoming more aware, with the losses down by 25% from the previous years. That's all in general news, and after the break, we'll return with sport and weather.
When it comes to your roof, you want it done once and done right. At Elevate Roof Plumbing, we take pride in every project. Whether it's a new build, a re-roof or repairs, our team is reliable, our workmanship is top quality, and we keep communication clear from start to finish. Local, trusted and committed to getting it done right the first time. Elevate Roof Plumbing. Quality roofing you can count on.
If it's time to add a little magic to your flooring and windows, our online catalogue is full of great ideas at great prices. There's magic in a Solomon's floor.
Yes, Grace, and there's magic in a Solomon's store.
Barrastock cares about your dairy cows as much as you do. Our top quality feeds are designed to support the best possible animal nutrition and health, maximising your production through all life stages and seasons. That's why Barrastock is truly made for milk.
Is it time to upgrade that outdoor chair? How's your tent holding up? Need a gazebo for that special gathering? George Taylor Stores carry all the summertime essentials that you need to make this summer the best. We'll answer your questions and have you ready in no time at George Taylor Stores.
Bell's Garden Centre has the largest range of sand and soil products in the southwest. People choose Bell's because you can't buy experience, and Bell's has plenty. With bulk product delivery available across the southwest, for your next project, it's gotta be Bell's.
VG Cabinets is your specialist cabinetry team, servicing Warrnambool and surrounding areas. With over 20 years' experience, the team here can get your cabinetry needs sorted. Housing a CNC router to make sure all the cuts in the workshop are accurate for a perfect install on site. VG Cabinets cover all areas, including kitchens, vanities, laundries, flat packs, stone bench tops and new homes and renovations. We offer free quotes on any job, so don't hesitate to call Lee on 0408 580 991.
Tonight's Sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back. First making news in sport. It may be chasing a 4th straight District League premiership, but Naranda has to do it a different way this season. On Sunday, the Blues will play Russells Creek in the first semi-final. They have advanced to this game thanks to an elimination final win over Old Collegians. To win the flag, they'll need to win 4 finals in a row, a more difficult task than the past 3 seasons when they had a finals double chance. Assistant coach Chris Lenihan acknowledges the tough road ahead.
Yeah, it's always, going to be that way. I think you got guys that have played in the last three premierships, and then got guys going back that have played in 4 and 5. So, the group's getting older, and trying to just peak at the right time of the year is probably the balancing act that we've been trying to get right.
A blockbuster second semi-final looms in District League Senior Football tomorrow. Davidson Oval will be the venue for the highly anticipated Merivale versus Allansford clash. The Cats were big winners over Russells Creek last week, while the Tigers will be refreshed after a week off. The teams have met twice this season with 1 win each. The Cats handed the Tigers their only loss for the season by a point in round 7. Merivale hit back in round 14, winning by 5 goals. The second part of Naranda's quest to become the first team to win 4 A-grade District League netball premierships in a row begins tomorrow. The Blues finished the home and away season on top of the ladder and now just need a second semi-final win to reach the grand final. Standing in their way is Merivale, with the Tigers coming off a qualifying win over Allansford. Naranda has won both meetings between the teams this season as part of an unbeaten home and away campaign. The Tigers got as close as 5 goals in their last clash against the Blues in round 12. A quick bounce back to winning ways will be a mantra of Allansford's A-grade netball team this weekend. On Sunday, the Cats will be up against Dennington in a first semi-final clash. The Cats lowered their colours to Merivale last weekend and will not want to call it a day on their season just yet. They defeated the Dogs by 6 goals in round 17, so will go in confident they can repeat the dose. That's all in sport. Today in Warrnambool, a chance of thunderstorms with possible small hail during this afternoon, 50-kilometre winds throughout the day. And before we take a break, some exciting news in town. Anaconda is opening a new store in Warrnambool. We spoke to store manager Michael Chisholm about the grand opening of the new branch.
To offer in store is just a huge experience. We have an amazing range of product from almost any category that you could think of. In particular, to call out some really exciting stuff for the area, we'll have the largest hiking shoe range in the southwest by a mile. Huge fishing range, camping, hiking. We've almost got everything you could possibly want. If we don't have it, you probably don't need it. We have a fantastic team that we've put on board. We did a massive recruitment a few weeks back, and I couldn't be happier with the talent that we've managed to pull. They come from all over, different industries, some from out of retail, different ages, demographics, everything. But we've got about 20 people on the books at the moment, and we'll probably end at about 30. We figure we'll get open and let people see what we're all about. But super pumped with who we've put on. They've just come together so well, and I couldn't be more proud of the effort that they've put in so far. Just such a revitalisation for the building itself, but also this complex down here. Even talking with some of the tenants here, they are just thrilled that someone's down here that's will have this kind of presence and foot traffic. It's gonna change this little complex, I think. Big retailers like this don't just pop into places, so we're here for a reason. Opening day itself is going to be phenomenally busy, and Father's Day we're just going to keep the good times rolling. It will be very, very busy. We're looking forward to seeing everyone in here. We want to meet everyone, and we want to show you all our store.
SHB Lending's Tony White has developed his customer-first approach over 30 years in the banking and finance industry. That experience allows Tony to provide valuable insights to his clients. Tony is passionate about seeing his clients achieve financial success. SHB Lending helps you manage financial arrangements, guiding you through key life moments. If you're thinking finance, it's simple. Think Tony White, SHB Lending.
When it comes to your roof, you want it done once and done right. At Elevate Roof Plumbing, we take pride in every project. Whether it's a new build, a re-roof or repairs, our team is reliable, our workmanship is top quality, and we keep communication clear from start to finish. Local, trusted and committed to getting it done right the first time. Elevate Roof Plumbing. Quality roofing you can count on.
The Tyre Factory Warrnambool, more than just tyres. The team at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool not only specialise in helping you with your tyre needs, but other mechanical needs as well. The Tyre Factory Warrnambool have all the leading brands of tyre, including Hankook, Maxxis and BFG, plus a number of wheel packages and wheel alignments. Get in touch with the Tyre Factory Warrnambool for all your mechanical needs, more than just tyres.
Through the race and out onto the arena, here is the toss. Tom gets the first possession, quick pass to Brett, drops the sitter, play on down the corridor, a cracking effort by Sam. Down the line to Tim with a sizzler, a turnover from Michael. Rachel gets it back, a chip kick to Charlotte, shakes off the tackle, back down the line to Sam, stacks on the mill, but he gets it out to Brett, he spins and bags a goal. Kerman's Hamburgers for the win, a fan favourite since '49.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. Around the region today, a cold front and trough will move across Victoria. Port Fairy, a cloudy day tomorrow with a very high chance of showers, 50-kilometre winds overnight and temperatures falling to 2. Sunday, showers for the day with northwesterly winds with 4 millimetres to fall and a top of 15. Monday, 16 degrees throughout the day and 3 millimetres to fall. Over in Mortlake, a top of 11 degrees with 3 millimetres and winds to pick up to 50 kilometres per hour, reaching a top of 11 degrees. Sunday, topping at 14 degrees with northwesterly winds and a shower or 2. Monday, 2 millimetres and a cloudy day, a top of 15 degrees with overnight temperatures dropping to 3. In the Camperdown region, 35-kilometre winds throughout the day and a top of 11 degrees tomorrow. And for Sunday, a cloudy day, a top of 13, 4 millimetres. Monday, 3 millimetres for the day with light winds and a top of 14 degrees. In Port Campbell tomorrow, expecting 7 millimetres and 40-kilometre winds. Sunday, 8 millimetres with a cloudy day, topping at 14. Showers on Monday with a top of 14 and up to 4 millimetres. Warrnambool, a cloudy day, showers a top of 13, 50-kilometre winds for most of the day and 5 millimetres expected. Sunday, a cloudy day with 30-kilometre winds and a top of 15 and 5 millimetres. Monday, looking at around 2 millimetres to fall for the day with a partly cloudy one, a top of 15 for the day. That's it from your Southwest Local News team, and thank you for tuning in either online or on 3-Way FM. If you missed any of the bulletin, you can watch it back on demand on Fitzmedia's Facebook page. Until Monday night, with peace, good night.